Oh, let's see if this light works. You think this light gonna work, Isma? Huh? You think this light is going to? I hope so. Because I haven't charged it. How you turn this thing on? Oh no. Oh, I don't think this gonna work. That didn't make it a bit better. Not one single solid. This not working? No. Do I need to put it closer? No. Hey, Goddess Wisdom. I'm trying to. I'm trying to get some light, but it ain't working. Trying to see like where can I put it to? It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. Is it? Can it go brighter than this? Maybe this ain't bright enough. Why would you need? Okay. Oh, we got color. Oh, you can't even see the colors. It's rainbow. That ain't helping. Hey, John. I'm trying to get some light. This is supposed to be a clip-on light because I don't feel like bringing out my whole ring light, but this ain't working, y'all. Y'all know what I look like, right? Now I don't know how to turn the thing on. Okay. Y'all know what I look like. It's just a little darker than usual. It's a small ring light. Hello, everyone. It's a small ring light. It's supposed to be able to clip on to your computer or phone or whatever to help, but that's not. Maybe it works better on your phone. But see, clip on full color mini ring light. And it ain't doing the damn thing. I'm gonna have to, maybe I ain't doing it right. I'll read the instructions because it's surely not working. But you're supposed to be able to clip it onto your computer. And I did that, and it ain't doing nothing. But we'll figure it out later. Hey, Moth Mama. Yeah, it's not doing anything. It's not casting enough light. And my normal light that I have on over here, the bulb went out, and my husband is gonna have to bring a ladder in here to um change the bulb. But it's still, even that doesn't cast enough light in here. But what we're going to have to end up doing is changing out these light bulbs because the walls in this room are not white. They're they're not even eggshell. I'm not really sure what the color is, but you can clearly see they're not white. And so they don't cast enough color. And the light bulbs in here are not helping. So we're going to have to take these light bulbs out if I'm going to be, because the thought was that we weren't going to be here long enough for me to really have to set up, the studio. But it looks like we're going to be here longer than what we thought until, all of this stuff in the world settles down. We're not going to be able to buy a house until then. So I guess we're going to have to make some changes to you know, get everything together. But I want to share something with you guys. Yesterday, a YouTube channel, and they are a couple, and I'm going to show you their channel because more than anything else, I want you guys, if you are interested at all interested in this religion, I want you to go back and watch their videos. Now, this is the YouTube channel. It is Cosmic Creed. That is the name of their YouTube channel. And I'm going to post it in the on the community tab in my um on my channel so that you can find them, because I really want you guys to go back and look at their videos. They are a couple who some kind of way got interested in African spirituality. Um, the young man said that he used to be a deacon, so I am assuming that they used to be Christian. So they are going from um, Christianity to African spiritual religion or tradition, however you want to frame it, because some of y'all be out here having a complete meltdown when I say religion, even though this is classified by the Supreme Court as a religion. Okay, so hold on to your drawers. So this couple decided to um, take their first step into initiation, which, of course, your first step is to get a reading, and your first real step into initiation is receiving your elekes. So it looks like they decided to do it as a couple. They went and got their elekes, and I guess the house that they went to, it did not work out. So they found someone else. And now I'm giving you the short form. You're going to have to watch their videos if you want to get the complete story. So after receiving their elekes, they wanted to keep going. Because I'm telling you, that was one of the things with me also when I received my elekes, though. I was told then that the crown was waiting. And basically, all I had to do was come up with $22,000 and the crown could be mine. At the time, I didn't have $22,000. I had two teenage children. And if I received $22,000 from anybody, it was going to go to my kids because my kids came first. I had boys who were into karate, who were into baseball, who were into football, who needed shoes, who needed uniforms, all of that. And that stuff ain't free. And my ex-husband at the time, he was helping, but his helping wasn't enough. It's never enough. When you have children, you never have enough money unless you like a Kardashian or something. Like a normal person like me, you never have enough money for your kids, not for everything that your kids want and everything that you want to do for your kids. You never have enough money. Okay. But I was told at that time that if I came up with $5,000, they would put that $5,000 in a pot and they would go ahead and start the ceremony. $5,000. Do you know what I could do with $5,000? And at this time, where was I living? No, I think we had moved. I think at the time we were in a townhouse. I think. I think we were. So I don't think we were still, like dirt poor, like three people in a one-bedroom apartment. And I'm not saying anything about you, honey, because I know how the housing crisis is, horrible right now. We in a position right now where it may have to be five, six, eight people in a one bedroom because of how expensive everything is. So please don't take that out of context. For me back then, three people in a one bedroom apartment, two boys, they I gave them the bedroom and I slept in the living room. That was a lot. It was a lot. So I was like, shit, if I get $5,000, I'm not putting it in no pot. So I never, you know, got to I never received my crown. But anyway, so they started, thinking about, continuing to go. Because once you get started and you're seeing your god brothers and sisters, you seeing other people in ultra, you seeing other people getting crowned, you see how other people are respected. This religion will also challenge your ego, like seriously. And I have always had a problem with my ego to begin with. I'm one of them kind of people that you gonna respect me, okay? So it was really hard for me to be at the bottom in this religion, and everybody else was what I thought at the top. So, of course, you want to get crowned because you want to be stomping with the big dogs. You want to be out here with the people with the feather in their hair and the 50 aleques. I only got like 4 or 5. I wanted 50 aleques. I wanted the chain. I wanted the hat. I wanted the feather. I wanted the Ide. I wanted it all. Just like, I wanted to be respected because at the time, who's still my best friend, my bestest friend was a priest of Oshanla. And when we went places, people knew her. We went to Bimbay's, people would salute her and then they look at me like, who's that? Nobody. This was how I felt at the time, not how I feel now. So I can see them wanting more, wanting to keep going. So, okay, they get their lecades. They come home. They figure out things ain't working out in the house. There's a language barrier. They find another house. They Now this is where it gets a little twisted because they say they received the hand of Ifa, and I guess they're warriors at the same time. I'm not, I'm not really sure. And, this is one thing about this tradition. Everybody practices different, depending on who is going to be your godparent, where your godparent is from. Are they from Cuba? Are they from Nigeria? Are they from Miami? You know what I mean? Are they more voodoo based? It just depends on who they are. Your godparents. It depends on who they are, is how you're going to practice. So I guess their godparents were Hispanic. And so there was a language barrier because they were speaking Spanish with an interpreter there. And I guess the interpreter wasn't quite interpreting the thorough enough. Now, every reading that I have had, my even when the person was Cuban, I've had a reading from a Cuban Babalao. He spoke English. His English was a little shaky, but I could still understand him. Not only did he speak English, but there was a person there taking notes, writing down the most important parts of the reading. So after everything was over, they give the notes to you. So if you missed anything, you could go back and read. This didn't happen here for them. So he was reading them in Spanish. There was an interpreter. The interpreter was, I don't know what they was doing. But anyway, that left them confused. Very confused. They go home. I'm going to read your comments after. When I don't have my glasses on, I can't see. Okay. So know that I will read your comments after. Like I can see a blurb. I can tell somebody wrote something, but I can't see what it is because I don't have my glasses on. But I'll read after I get finished talking. Um, so it left them confused, basically. They did receive their warriors, and they did receive, I guess, their aleke for Ifa and a bracelet for Ifa, not knowing what to do with it. And that is where the problem starts. If you have godparents, before you leave any ceremony, you should be told what to do, how to do, when to do, what to do, not only verbally, but you should be given something in writing because your godparents should know they ain't gonna get home and forget all of this. Because when you're in the middle of ceremony and drums is playing and you're dancing and you're having a good time, and you're being presented with these orishas, and you feel like, oh my god, I'm on top of the world right now. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This is my destiny. I'm fulfilling my destiny. My ancestors are so proud of me. When you get home with these Orishas, you're gonna be like, now what did she say I'm supposed to do with this? And this is what happened to them. So their story is very interesting. I mean, they go into talking about purchasing things off of Etsy, things that I guess they couldn't get from their godparents. You could tell that they were two people really wanting this so bad that they legit resorted to buying things off of Etsy, getting into it with the Etsy sellers. One Etsy seller threatening to put a curse on the man because he, said that he didn't pay him enough money. And I have told you all 1,000 times that you do not buy anything pertaining to the Orishas, like people telling you they sending you a legua or anything like that off of Etsy or any place else. Now, if you buy beads that people say are alekes, if you're just wanting to wear them to say, okay, well, this is the Orisha that, I want to work with, that's fine. But buying a whole set and the person telling you that they're a real alekes and you have received your initiation through the mail, no, no. So, this couple, it doesn't look like they've posted anything in 3 months. And I really do hope that they come back because it's a classic example of what can happen to you when you don't know what you're doing. when you legit don't have a clue. Like, I don't know how they came to, because I didn't go all the way back in their videos to see like how this tradition came to them, or how they found out about the tradition. I didn't go back that far, but I am, because I'm nosy. Um, but this is not my story at all. I had very close friends, um, still have very close friends who are in this tradition. The house that I went to was reputable, very well. I mean, she still has a house. I'm just not part of it because I just didn't like her attitude. It had nothing to do with the way she presented, or her experience with the Orishas. It had something to do with the fact that me and her clashed personality wise. That was why I left. So it had nothing to do with the fact that she didn't know what she was doing, because she did know what she was doing. She was very, very experienced and connected to some very high powered, experienced people. But at that time, I didn't care. I mean, I still don't, because I wouldn't go back. But it wasn't the fact that she didn't know what she was doing. And both of these people seem like they are in a position where they are, you know, constantly meeting up with people that don't know what they're doing. And sometimes this will happen if you're in too much of a hurry to get into it. Oh, I just want to do it. I heard about the Orishas, and I just want to be this, and I just want to be that. And you just fall into something that you don't even know anything about. You don't have a clue. So you jump into something blind, and then these are the type of thing, like, this is just a textbook example of what I don't want people that follow me, or people that have listened to me before, or people that are really interested in this tradition. I don't want you to fall into what they didn't fall into, because it's bad. It's bad. And they just really seem like two really good people, you know, who legit want to want to learn more, you know, want to learn more about this tradition, but they have fell into some bad hands. And that does happen a lot, unfortunately. And it's not just people here in America that do bad things. People in Nigeria, they will cheat you too. This is one tradition where you really have to be careful, because you can lose some money. It ain't cheap. Okay? This now that's one thing about it. It ain't cheap. Ain't nothing cheap. Your leckers ain't nothing is free. Your leckers ain't free. And you're not just paying for beads, because beads don't cost that much money. I'm a beader. I make jewelry, so I know how much beads cost. So it ain't that. You are paying your godparent, you're paying the person that, because normally your godmother or father is not a beater. It's somebody else in the house that does the beating. So you're paying them. And then you have to pay for that ceremony, because they have to feed you. Your elekes have to be fed. So obviously, an animal has to be used, because your elekes, everybody that is receiving a lekes that day, some animal is going to have to be used for your lekes. When I received mine, it was just me and one other young lady. So it was only two of us. Now, this couple said when they received their lekes, it was 11 people there. So you think about that. If they had a full ceremony, that means 11 people had to eat. Just the initiates had to eat. So there had to be food for the initiates. There had to be food for your godparents. There had to be food for your Ibona, because at the time you get initiated, your godmother, you are linked to your godmother, and then you are also linked to your Ibona, who is the person next to your godmother. So they gotta eat. If it's a babalao there, they gotta eat. If it's drummers there, they gotta eat. You see where I'm going with this? It costs money. That's why it costs money. Because you got to feed all these people, you got to pay the drummers. Not only do they have to eat, but you got to pay them. Because what if the drummer don't live in the same city as you? What if they had to come from, like a far distance? You got to pay them. What if the Oba, I'm in the Bay Area, what if the Oba had to come from Miami? He may not live here. I was fortunate enough at the time to have an Oba who came from San Francisco, so it wasn't that far. He didn't have to travel far. But there are situations where the Oba may have to come from Miami or Cuba. You have to pay these people. So it ain't cheap. It's expensive. Because these people want, it's tradition to pay them. They get paid for their service. Had we been in Africa, the payment, you may have been able to pull up to the chief's hut with a goat, and he'd be like, all right then. But we can't do that now. Not only now do you have to go get your chicken, you got to go get him. You got to pay for him. You got to put him in your car, and you got to bring him to your ceremony. And then somebody else got to deal with him. It would have been much easier had we been at home, because we could have just went on in the yard and got one of them chickens that was running around, and he could have said the prayers over him, and he gone. But now you got to go to special places that sell live animals, because the animal has to be alive during the ceremony. He can't be deceased. You can't bring him there deceased. So he has to be alive. So you have to go to places that sell live animals. That was the craziest car ride I have ever had, with a chicken. And they put the chicken in a brown bag, staple the top of the bag, and then put him inside a plastic bag, and was like, here you go. And that chicken must have knew what was going on, because the whole car ride from San Francisco to Hayward, California, that chicken was squawking and pissing and shitting. He had them pissed through the bag. By the time we got him to the ceremony, and I'm glad one of my either god brother or god sister stopped me from pulling the whole bag out, because when we lifted the bag up, the bottom of the bag was full of pee. I guess the chicken had got nervous. He was pissing all over the place, and his feet was already out the his feet was already out the bag, child. He had then pissed on that brown bag so much that his feet was coming out the bag. And I'm so glad they stopped me from pulling that bag all the way up. Cause honey, if I had pulled that bag up and that chicken had done slid out, that would have been probably been it for me because I'm scared of them anyway. So, you know, after you get there, they take them in the back and calm them down. And I think they give them some water and pray for them and stuff before they do whatever it is they're gonna do, child. But yeah, you got to go get your own stuff. Unless your godparents are, you know, will pick them up for you. But if not, you gotta go get them. I didn't have to go pick up many chickens and put them in the back of the seat of my car and pray that they made it to the destination alive. Because one my god sister said that it was like a really hot day and they had like more than one stop to make, and I guess her dove didn't make it. So when they got, back, they was like giving him water and everything, but like the dove didn't make it, Lord. And then that changes the whole ceremony because the poor dove died before they got a chance to do her ceremony. Her ceremony couldn't be done because she didn't have an offering. Thank God that's never happened to me. Hi from Pennsylvania. If someone receives a reading from a Babalawo before Isefa and they are told who owns their head, can the Orisha change when they receive their hand of Ifa? Yes, it can change. I have been a child of Oshun for 30 years, 20 something years. Let's say 20 something. It's definitely been 20 something years for sure. Over 20 years. I've been a child of Oshun. But I'm not a crown child of Oshun. And what could have been going on in my life at the time when Oshun stepped forward could not be going on in my life right now. It may, another Orisha may come forward and say, no, I want her. And Oshun will step back and be like, all right then. Not until you receive your reading to be crowned is your Orisha set in stone. Not until then. I could go and get a reading right now, and because of the way, you know, my head is and the way I'm, acting, it could be, oh yeah, who knows? But I'm not going to have that reading. Not right now, anyway. But not until you get ready to actually have your Ocha and you have, which would be not your last reading, but your last is the last step before they go through your um biggest initiation, because even that is not your last initiation, not your last. This could go, you could be initiated into different things forever. Receiving knife, that is the person who has the ability to sacrifice the animals. Not anybody can sacrifice an animal, you have to be given permission to do that. That's a completely different ceremony. But until you get to the point where you are going to be crowned, when they mark your head, will that Orisha be, then you are set in stone. That Orisha is your Orisha until you transition this life. That will be your head Orisha until you leave. Well, even when you leave, because most people want to take their Orishas with them. So even when you pass away, that's your Orisha. Because at that time of your, during your crowning ceremony, you will receive a name related to that Orisha. That will be you. That's you. So no, until you get to that point, your Orisha can change. My Orisha can change. Even though I love Oshun, my head has not been marked for Oshun. I am just a child of Oshun. I'm not a priest of Oshun. I don't have, my head hasn't been marked. I still have my hair. Okay. And they say in Cuba, they only take out enough in the crown of your head to mark your head. They don't shave your entire head like they do for some of the other traditions. Because one of the young ladies that I follow went to Nigeria, and when she went there, she had hair, and she did show um, a portion of her head marking. And during that, of course, they didn't show them shaving her head, but like in later pictures, she is seen bald with markings on her head. So it just depends on, you know, where you go. Thank you for the luck on my moving. I hope that answered your question. Thank you, Sundrop. Girl, my hair. My hair. I need to wash my hair, y'all. Yesterday my hair was cute. Okay, so it was 2 days from a twist out, and it was really cute. But if I don't comb my hair or, brush through it because it's so curly, it will get not matted, but like knots, like little knots, just, and then you comb them off, and that part, your hair breaks out. So I had to comb my hair out last night after we came back from seeing Top Gun. So the hair is bad. It's bad, bad, bad. I gotta wash my hair. But I'm enjoying this natural hair journey because because my hair was locked for so long, I just really didn't have a clue what texture my hair was. Like I was clueless. Like I really thought that my hair was different than what it was, but it wasn't. Like I didn't think I had 4C hair. I thought my hair was a little softer than, I thought the curls were a little softer than 4, not as tight as 4C, but nah, it's 4C. Just tight curls. So I'm getting to understand, learn my hair, and that sounds so crazy for someone that is 57 that have no idea what their hair look like. But I had locks for almost 20 years. And your new growth looks different from, the rest of your hair, the older hair. So yeah, we working on it. We are we are truly working on it. Hey to everybody. So intuitively in sync says, I don't follow any spiritual religions. I try to follow my intuition because my spirits will to tell me to use certain spirits and create my own archetype of energy and self creativity. And that's good for some people. And I do that also to a certain extent. But if you want to work with other people, this is a great tradition if if you desire that community. You want to work with other people, you want to you like to socialize with other people, other like-minded people. You want to dance, you want to learn the dances, you want to learn how to sing. This is the perfect tradition for you. And you are not going to learn all of those things from your spirit. Your spirit is not going to your spirit is not going to teach you how to dance to the Orishas. If you've never seen it, your spirit ain't gonna be able to teach you how to do it if you don't see other people doing it. So you have to be around other people and see other people doing it. Now, if that's not for you, then that it's not for you. Like I've been a solitary person for a while, but I do, at times miss the community. I know that there are a lot of things that I'm not doing um that other people are doing that I'm not doing. And I kind of do want to do. And the only way that I'm going to do is if I get, back into it the right way. And I'm not saying that, you don't have a connection to your spirit because your spirit is your spirit. That has nothing to do with me. That's my spirit is my spirit. And I do what is best for me. And if wanting to do it more, um, this thing got a hole in it. You see how distracted I am? I saw this hole from way over here. I have to really be careful with him because they need to figure out a way to not make the little squeaky things on the inside of dogs' toys. They need to make sure that these things are not dangerous. Now I just saw a hole in this is his favorite toy. So I'm gonna have to force that little squeaky thing to come out so that he doesn't as a matter of fact, let me hide it. So he don't get choked off of that little plastic thing. I don't know why they make them um the size where a dog can actually, tear the toy open and get that plastic thing and choke out. I'm like, okay, I'm distracted. But anyway, if that's not for you, it's not for you. But I know a lot of people who are like God is wisdom just said, everybody is trying to get into it now. Everybody, people are looking for something. Christianity is not what a lot of people want, but they want something. So they are trying to, find that something. And if you're trying to find something and you're desperate, you're going to get hurt. You're going to get scammed. You're going to be taken advantage of Because a lot of y'all don't like to listen. You don't want to listen to nobody. And I'm not out here trying to tell you not to do something. I'm out here trying to keep you from running up into something that you're not ready for, or getting into a situation where somebody then scammed you out of $2,000 or $5,000 or $20,000. Because it is some people out here that will do that. I met a young lady when I first started making these videos on YouTube. We didn't meet in person, but she sent me a message, and she had bought an Alegua online, and she didn't know what to do with it, but she wanted it. She saw it and wanted it. Didn't have a clue what she was supposed to do with it or nothing. So I asked her to send me a picture of it. I wanted to see what it looked like because she had got it online. And I don't know what it was, like a piece of cement that somebody had put like some cowrie shell eyes in, and it was sitting on a plate. So I was like, what's in it? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, well, flip it over and take a picture of it so I can see it. It wasn't nothing in there but cotton, just cotton. They had just, or it could have been packing material. I don't know, child. But a real Alegua is supposed to have healing herbs and all type of secret stuff on the inside. And hers may have well had been packing paper. And she bought that online, paid for it, and they sent it to her. She was already out of her money. She ain't had nothing. Your toddler may as well have made that as an art project and sent it to her. But that's what happens when you don't know, when you don't have a clue, and you are trying to do something that you have no idea what it is. No, I have not heard from Phyllis at all. I mean, she came in a couple of months ago, and I haven't seen her since. And I haven't seen her anywhere. Because usually I would see her every now and then online, but I haven't seen her. So, um, we have to just be careful. And if you're not willing to do any type of research, don't do it. This ain't for you. Because you need to research the person. You need to find out if the person is crowned for real, who crowned them. You want this person to be your godmother, then you need to find out, well, who's your godmother? Who is your Babalao? Who is your Oba? Who crowned you? Just like if you get in a relationship with a man, you want to know who his family is, right? It's the same thing. Who is your family? Where'd you get your crown from? What and if the person is not willing to share that information with you, that's your first red flag. Because if you pick that person as your godmother, the people that she is related to will then become related to you. So of course you want to know who she is, where she come from, who initiated you, where did you get initiated? And if they can't answer any of those questions, then you need to keep moving. That's not it. Christianity seems like a box. Christianity is our stepping stone, though. That is the foundation for most Black people. Some form of Christianity is, especially if your family is from the South, Christianity is your foundation. And I'm not going to, never disrespect um, Christianity in any way. It's not the religion, it's the people. It's the Christians that mess up Christianity. It's not the religion. It's the people. It's the teachings. It's the way the Bible has been interpreted that messes up the religion. And one thing you will understand that if you practice this religion, most of your ancestors were Christian, some form or another. And so if you are going to honor your ancestors, you honor Christianity. You have to. So that's something that you're also going to have to come to terms with. You're going to have to get a different understanding of Christianity, a broader understanding of Christianity. You're going to have to stop looking at what these people taught you and get a real understanding of Christianity. Not what you've been taught religion is. It's much bigger than that. Yeah, I mean, I wish people really would listen to stories of other people because it will save you a lot of money and headache. Because, it's sad because watching the videos of this couple, you can tell that they have been through it. They have been through it, and you can tell that they want it so bad. Like this is something that they really want to do, but they're having a hard time. And I'm not really sure where they are, but they're in, I guess, was in the Texas air. Oh, Ohio. They live in Ohio. And they were driving to Texas to um, get initiated. So you just have to make sure. Hey, Melissa, yeah, I pray Phyllis is also. You just have to make sure that you are you're finding the right godparents for you, and that you're not just jumping into a situation just because you want it bad. Sometimes you have to wait, just chill and relax. Believe it or not, if it's for you, it will come to you. I didn't go looking for nothing. It came to me. It came to me twice. I wasn't even looking at all. And, people came to me, people that I trusted, you know, and brought me around their house and, brought me into the family even before I was initiated. I was going to ceremonies, you know, um, able to sit in the back of the room and observe what was going on I even before I had a reading. I went to a couple of bimbays, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe I should get a reading to see like what's going on, and then it just went from there. But it wasn't me just running blind into a situation because I wanted to do it so bad. And a lot of people want to do it for the wrong reasons. Like you want to be somebody. You want to be a priest. You want to be seen. You want to be above other people. You want people to look up to you. And you don't have to be crowned for people to look up to you. You don't have to be crowned for people to see you. Don't put yourself in a position where this tradition is ego driven. I want to be somebody. I want to be a priest. I want people to look at me and think I'm somebody. And I can show them that I'm somebody because I'm a priest. No, you already have what's inside you. You just have to tap into it and start using it. And you don't have to be a priest to do that. The majority of people that you see online, I see so many people. It is so many people reading cards and doing things on TikTok is full of folks that's, you know, and these are young kids. These are 20 somethings, teenagers who ain't been through nothing. They don't have no, real life experience. They don't have that much spiritual experience. The majority of them just graduated from high school, probably. But they out here with, they bold. They are out here doing what they're doing with conviction. They've never been initiated into anything, and the majority of them don't care. So you don't have to be. You don't, this initiation may not even be for you. This may not even be your path, and you may get there. You may get to your reading. And the Orisha say, not you, not you. When they ask, no Orisha comes forward. Not now. There have been people that has happened to. So just take it slow. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna run out. E5 is still gonna be there. Lakumi is still gonna be there. Santeria is still gonna be there. Isheshe is still gonna be there. Everything is still gonna be there when you get yourself together. Don't rush into this. Please don't. Please buy you some books, read some books. Oh, there's another young lady. Let me find it. There's another young lady that I want you guys to follow. Now, see, I ain't one of them kind of YouTubers that be like, "I don't follow. I don't say nobody's name on my channel, and I don't want y'all following." No, I'm not. I ain't doing that. If this is something that you are interested in, and the majority of people that follow me are interested in that, these are some people that you can watch that I really feel like you will um learn something from, because this young lady, let me see, is this it? No, this young lady does videos with her godfather, and they talk. She asks him questions, and he answers them. It seems like they really have. Is this it? No. It seems like they really have a good relationship. I'm not really sure where um I'm not really sure where they are based out of. So don't ask me that. Oh, here it is. Her channel is School of Magic. Let's see, where's the video when she was with her godfather? Because those ones I want y'all to watch when she was like talking. I don't know if she put him in in her thumbnail or not, but I don't know. Okay, this is this is her channel, School of Magic. And I'm gonna put her which way? Okay, that way. I'm gonna I'm gonna put this on my community wall also, so you guys can go and check her out. I'm not sure where she is. I know that she has received her Alekas. So it looks like we are basically kind of like on the same level. I don't know if she has received her warriors or what, because I just started watching her channel Friday, I think. So I'm not really sure if she has received her warriors. I have not received my warriors yet. I did purchase everything and didn't go through with the ceremony. So I guess at the time it wasn't right. I do have everything packed up in storage. Um, and I'm not going to go through a ceremony or anything until we get settled in our own house. So this is gonna be me for a while. And I don't have a problem, with just having my Elekes. This was a beautiful ceremony that as long as I live, I will not forget. And right now it is, I am satisfied at where I am spiritually, and I'm not worried about anything else. So check out those two people's channels. Very both the couple have some, very interesting information, and the other young lady, School of Magic, has some very good information. Her godfather does come on in some of her videos, and they talk, and he answers questions, and he, seems like a good guy. I think he's a Babalao. I'm not really sure, but I think he is. So that's it, y'all. That's all I got. It ain't got no more. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try. Am I gonna see y'all tomorrow? I don't know. Probably. I might. I probably will, because unfortunately my husband got to work on the holiday. As a matter of fact, he had to work today. Um, that's why I'm here. Because if he was home, I probably, would be spending time with him. So I will probably be back tomorrow to talk to you guys some more. I love you guys, and I appreciate you for being here. If I did not answer your question today, or your question is personal, feel free to email me. I think my email is in the About section on this channel. You can find it there. You can email me, and I will try my best to answer any questions that you have. I appreciate you guys so, so much. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.